Hello and welcome to thePrint. This is Khadija Khan from New Delhi, and today I'm going to be talking about the Maharashtra Control of Organized Crime Act, also known as MCOCA, and its application to the case of notorious gangster Lawrence Bishnoi. Back in 2021, gangster Lawrence Bishnoi was shifted to a high-security cell in Delhi's Tihar jail after being slapped with the provisions of the stringent Maharashtra Control of Organized Crime Act 1999, which is also known as MCOCA. The charge sheet filed by Delhi police against Bishnoi then stated, Lawrence Bishnoi, a notorious, desperate and interstate criminal, having more than 25 cases, is a member of an organized crime syndicate, and while in jail, his associates were actively participating in the syndicate's criminal activities. Interestingly, the charge sheet also said that they had information that members of this syndicate in jail or even outside of it were enjoying a lavish lifestyle without any source of income. Fast forwarding to 3 years later, in April this year, the Mumbai police invoked provisions of the stringent MCOCA against Bishnoi while he was still in prison after a firing occurred outside actor Salman Khan's home in Bandra, Mumbai. More recently, the assassination of NCP leader Baba Siddiqui, who was shot outside his son's office in Mumbai, also in Bandra, allegedly by followers of jailed Bishnoi, could spell greater trouble for the gangster. In this video, thePrint explains what sections of MCOCA Bishnoi has been charged with, what that means for him, and why the act was passed in the first place. We'll also talk about the offences under it and how courts have interpreted this law. But first, let's talk about what provisions of the MCOCA were applied to Bishnoi. According to the charge sheet against him, Bishnoi was charged with sections 3 and 4 of the 1999 Act, which relate to punishment for organized crime and for possessing unaccountable wealth on behalf of a member of an organized crime syndicate, respectively. The application of MCOCA means the accused, when arrested, would remain in jail for a lengthier duration. The stringency of the Act's provisions would also ensure that bail is not easily granted. But why was this act passed in the first place? Well, MCOCA is a state-specific statute enacted by the state of Maharashtra to make special provisions for preventing, controlling, and coping with criminal activity by an organized crime syndicate or gang. The Act's objectives state that the existing legal framework of penal and procedural laws was found to be inadequate to control organized crime, and hence there was a need for more stringent and deterrent provisions. Now, what are the offences under MCOCA? Let's take a look. Organized crime has been defined under Section 21E of the Act as any continuing unlawful activity by an individual, either as a member of an organized crime syndicate or on behalf of such syndicate by use of violence or even a threat of violence or even intimidation, coercion or other unlawful means, with the object of gaining monetary benefits or undue economic or other advantage or promoting insurgency. Another related offence is that of continuing unlawful activity, which refers to any activity prohibited by law, which is also a cognizable offence punishable with 3 or more years of imprisonment. Such activity can either be carried out by an individual or jointly as a member of a crime syndicate. However, it is essential that more than one charge sheet has been filed before a competent court against such a syndicate within the preceding 10 years from when the court takes its cognizance. Now, let's take a look at how courts have interpreted this law. In a 2011 ruling, the Bombay High Court said that since organized crime had become a serious threat to the society beyond national boundaries and was fueled by illegal wealth gained through contract killing, extortion, and smuggling in contrabands, the court also said that illegal wealth generated by such crime was huge and had an adverse effect on the economy. More recently, in 2022, the Supreme Court in Abhishek versus State of Maharashtra ruled that the actual use of violence is not always a precondition for organized crime, and even the threat of violence, intimidation, or coercion could fall under this. Now, coming to the last part of our segment, there is a popular misconception that MCOCA applies only to the state of Maharashtra. However, let me tell you that's not true. While originally the Act applied only to the state of Maharashtra, by January 2002, the Ministry of Home Affairs extended its application to the National Capital Territory of Delhi as well, by way of a notification dated January 1st, 2002. That's all for today. Thank you for tuning in. This is Khadija Khan from New Delhi. For more legal updates, keep watching The Print.